All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get into it. What is good? What is good? What is good? Of course, you know who I be, Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV, back again, once again. Instant classic in the making. First time to the channels, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you get the likes up, subscribe, notify, do all the good things to make yourself well versed in the Good Doc's content. Everything you should need to know about yours truly, moi, should be listed in the links in the description area below. You know what it is, baby. Patreon, ebooks, all of the above listed below. Now, I want to talk to you guys momentarily about 2020. Now, I understand that 2020 was definitely a rough year for a lot of people, okay? Luckily for myself, 2020 was not as bad as it was for a lot of other people. I managed to get some things done, managed to get some things accomplished, and I can honestly say that my 2020 wasn't as bad as mostly everybody else. Okay, now for those of you that were able to, or those of you that who this particular thing applied to, some of you guys were able to get in something that we would call a stimulus check. All right, now the first round of checks came out in about the middle of last year, and if you were lucky enough to get the little 1,200, got 1,200. Towards the end of the year, if you was able to come through clutch, and if you were able to basically qualify to get it, you would have got you another 600. Now, as of the recording of this video, there is talks, but nothing is definitive. But if you are able to qualify, you should be receiving maybe, just maybe, in and around another $1,400. So if you do your math, I was never really the math genius in school. You're looking at two bands. That's 12. That's 14 plus 6. That'd be two bands. Looking anywhere around 3,200. If you have kids, get a little bit more, of course. Okay. So me being single, me not fathering any children that I'm aware of, kind of wish that I did have some kids though, because shit, come tax time, kids be raking in some hella money. That's neither here nor there. Me being the single individual, I qualified for a couple of them little checks. Now again, it's no bragging point. It's nothing that you can run home to mama and tell them that you made it, but a little something to put towards some things in the future. Okay, so I was having a conversation with my brother, Jay, Black American Expat, big love to him. And he told me that just before we went live on our last live stream, he was watching another YouTuber that was talking about these stimulus check pimping type of dudes abroad. And it had me thinking, people really do be bragging about their little stimulus check to their foreign mamacitas, their foreign señoritas, or to their foreign Filipinas. Now, some people use this as a jump off bragging point. Yeah, baby, when I get my stimulus check, I'm gonna take care of you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna buy you this, I'm gonna buy you that. Don't worry about it, baby. When that stimulus check hit, I'm gonna get you right, boo. And it's messing it up for everybody else, because what's tending to happen, and what my man Jay was telling me about, was now these girls, at least the ones down in Colombia and South America, they're over there talking about, oh, did y'all get y'all stimulus check yet? Now imagine if you ain't never mentioned that to any other chick. Imagine if no girl on earth would have ever known that you was gonna get you a stimulus check, but you got all these other dudes bragging about how they gonna get theirs and how they gonna take care of their girl. So now they expecting every American that they talk to get a little stimulus check. So now they thinking, okay, he gonna break me off. So every foreigner I need to talk to is likely to break me off a little bit of their stimulus check too. It's ruining the game abroad. Is it? I would be curious to know in the comment section below how you feel about that particular talking point. But if you think about it, it's no different than anybody bragging about their pension. It's no different than anybody bragging about, you know, their investments or whatever, and whatever little change they get on a monthly basis. The only difference is that stimulus check is usually a one-time stamp. You know what I'm saying? You got that 600 one time, you got that 1,200 one time, and if you qualify, you may get that 1,400, but it's only going to come one time. This isn't something that's going to be an every month thing. All right. So if you over there stimulus check pimping, bragging to your Filipina and your mamacita and whatnot about how you gonna take care of this and that, what does that mean for the average Joe? Maybe the person that may or may not have qualified, but they got a little bank, so maybe they made a little bit more money that they couldn't qualify. Maybe they didn't file taxes yet last year, so that didn't work for them. Or, you know, maybe there's whatever reason why they can't actually be able to qualify for it. And you got all these women thinking that all Americans are gonna get this particular check, but they don't. It's laughable at best, but now it creates somewhat of a challenge. And that challenge is now convincing, not even convincing, but now reiterating to some of these women that not all Americans are getting it, or some people may get it and some people may not, or telling them that you ain't getting it and convincing them that I ain't getting that stimulus check. That's my best bet. Shit. My girl know I got mine. I love her reaction when I told her I was getting a check. She like, what? America just be giving away money. But like I said, she doesn't ask me for shit. She just knows that she's going to benefit as a result. So the way that I see it is, if you with a woman or you dealing with a chick and she kind of just under the assumption that you just automatically going to break them off, it kills me when that thought process creeps into their mind, as opposed to just sitting back, relaxing and laying in a cut and knowing that eventually you're going to mutually benefit from it as well. And that goes into the mindset of trying and figuring out who's for the long term and who's for the short term. Now, I want to bring up this talking point because I think this is a great lesson to learn in reference to things like this. You know, women over here talking about your stimulus check, always concerned about your stimulus check, always concerned about your pension, always concerned about the money that you're bringing in. It definitely separates them from the long term, because, you know, the long term chicks, although some people may not believe in these particular talking points, you can disagree in the comment section below. I could care less. But the ones that are in it for the long term are not really stressed out about your cash flow. All right. I mean, as long as they are aware that y'all are comfortable, they're not really concerned about your financial standing. Now, again, I know that it's a bragging point to be able to tell, you know, your cousins and your siblings and everybody else, your mama and your daddy, that you dating a foreigner and that your foreigner making bank, or your foreigner got money, or he's able to show that he has money in any way, shape, or form. But in hindsight, it really doesn't benefit her unless he's breaking her off as well. Because my young lady could brag all day about how much money I got, but you got to remember that Michael money, that's not the Mike TV money. That ain't your money until I opt or offer to break you off. But that mindset don't stick like that. You know what I'm saying? Some women don't think like that. So if you ever come across a situation like that, I kind of believe that it does put you in a position to be able to separate who's there for the long, who's there for the short, or who can be considered for the long and who should be considered for the short. Now, when I say long term, I ain't talking about just marriage. I mean, but somebody you can kick it with for an extended period of time, as opposed to just for the evening and going to the short time hotel and just extending your time by the hour. You know what I'm saying? Just somebody that you can hook up with and get out and get rid of, as opposed to somebody that you can say, you know what? Let's go somewhere. Let's go catch a meal or something. Let's go eat somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Somebody you be willing to take out in public and shit. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to have that quick conversation with y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. But again, bragging about your stimulus check, I kind of feel it's petty. I think it's bullshit, and it could ruin your opportunities abroad, number one, and it could ruin the opportunity of other guys abroad as well. Now, I'm not saying that us men who choose to take another direction can't overcome y'all bullshit. But what I'm saying is, in fairness, you hurting yourself more than you benefiting yourself when you bragging to your lady abroad about how much of your little stimulus check you gonna get. Yeah, boo, got me a little 600. You know what that is? That little 36,000 pesos, or 30,000 pesos. I think 30,000 pesos, baby. We gonna go make it rain. Whoop whoop. Or 30,000. What's the Colombian? I gotta ask Jay what the what the currency down in Colombia is. I don't know, but I forgot what it is off the top of my head. It might be pesos too, maybe not. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it don't really benefit you to be bragging about stuff like that. And it goes to the talking point also about the fact that bragging about your money doesn't really help you as well. Because all you're doing is making yourself a target. All you're doing is making yourself a target to these young ladies, or at least to be looked upon as nothing more than a person with money. All right? And you more than that. You more than that, gentlemen. You are more than that. You a man with feelings. Shit. All right, man. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, man, y'all make sure y'all get the likes up. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, notify, do all the good things to make yourself well versed in the Good Docs content. With that being said, Good Doc is officially out. At least Nako. Which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.